Welcome back to Coinage Era, the ultimate channel where every coin tells a story, every design holds a secret, and every mint mark echoes centuries of history. Today, we explore a coin that is far more than just a medium of exchange. The France 10 francs Liberté, coin of 1948, is a masterful piece of art, a historical artifact, and a symbol of a nation rising from the ashes of war, carrying a message of hope, renewal, and the unyielding spirit of liberty that has defined France for centuries. The story of this coin begins in post-war Europe, a time of profound change, hardship, and reconstruction. France had endured years of occupation during World War II, with cities devastated, economies in ruins, and millions of lives shattered. By 1948, the nation was slowly emerging from darkness, seeking stability, identity, and pride. The government understood that rebuilding a nation was not only about reconstructing buildings or stabilizing currency. It was also about restoring morale, reminding citizens of their shared values, and instilling hope for the future. It was in this context that the 10 francs Liberté coin was introduced, a coin that combined artistic brilliance with a deeply emotional narrative of resilience and progress. The obverse of the coin features one of the most iconic figures in French numismatics, la semeuse, the sower. She is depicted as a graceful woman striding confidently forward, scattering seeds across the fertile land, symbolizing renewal, growth, and the promise of a brighter future. Her hair flows dynamically in the wind, her dress ripples with movement, and her gaze is fixed firmly toward the horizon, an image that conveys motion, hope, and determination. La semeuse was originally designed by the legendary artist Oscar Rodi, and her return in 1948 carried profound symbolic weight. No longer just a symbol of agriculture or abundance, she represented the nation of France itself, moving forward after years of destruction, sowing the seeds of liberty, unity, and reconstruction across the hearts of its people. Every detail, from the delicate curvature of her hand to the flow of her gown, reflects a sense of life, energy, and unwavering optimism. On the reverse, the coin proudly carries the French national motto, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, liberty, equality, and brotherhood. These words, immortalized during the French Revolution of 1789, had inspired generations before the war and were now resurrected to remind citizens that despite devastation, the ideals of the Republic remained intact. Surrounding the motto, intertwined olive branches symbolize peace, victory, and harmony, while the clear inscription of the denomination, 10 francs, and the year 1948, anchors the coin in a precise historical moment, a time when France was rebuilding, modernizing, and reclaiming its identity. The coin was struck in a nickel-brass alloy, giving it a golden warmth that radiated optimism, strength, and durability. Minted at the historic Monnaie de Paris, which has been producing coins for centuries, the craftsmanship was flawless. Each detail of the coin, from the fluidity of la semeuse's motion to the precision of the inscriptions, reflects not only technical skill, but also the deep cultural pride and historical consciousness of post-war France. This coin was meant to circulate through the hands of everyday people, farmers, merchants, soldiers returning home, families rebuilding their lives, carrying a message of hope with every transaction, a tangible symbol that liberty and renewal were alive and moving forward. But beyond its physical and artistic attributes, the 1948 France 10 francs Liberté coin is a profound historical emblem. It represents the resilience of a nation, the enduring values of a people who refuse to be crushed by war, and the promise that freedom, no matter how challenged, can be reborn through determination, unity, and perseverance. Every scratch, every mark on a surviving coin tells a story of circulation through markets and hands, of survival across decades, and of being a silent witness to the rebuilding of a country and its spirit. Collectors treasure this coin not only for its artistic brilliance and rarity, but for the emotional weight it carries. It is a connection to the France of the past, a revolutionary France that fought for liberty, a war-torn France that endured occupation, and a post-war France that rose again with hope and courage. Holding this coin is like holding history itself. It is a tangible link to human endurance, national pride, and the poetic beauty of symbolism expressed in metal. La Simousse walks eternally forward, scattering seeds that are more than just soil and grain. They are seeds of freedom, courage, and rebirth, carried in the hands of every citizen and preserved in the collections of coin enthusiasts around the world. The 1948 10 francs Liberté coin also reflects the philosophy of continuity and resilience. It bridges centuries, connecting revolutionary ideals with modern aspirations, reminding everyone that liberty is never a static state. It is a living, breathing principle that requires nurturing, courage, and vigilance. The coin's presence in circulation and later in collections symbolizes a national identity that perseveres despite adversity, a story of rebirth that transcends generations. It is a reminder that even after the darkest periods in history, hope, art, and freedom can flourish again, like seeds sown into fertile soil by La Simousse herself. Even decades later, this coin remains one of the most revered in European numismatics. Its value extends beyond silver or brass. It lies in the story it carries, the resilience of a people, the beauty of French artistry, and the eternal echo of freedom. It is a miniature monument, a historical artifact, and a narrative device all in one. Every collector, historian, or enthusiast who lays eyes on this coin feels the weight of history, the pride of France, and the message of liberty that continues to inspire countless generations. To hold the 1948 France 10 francs Liberté coin today is to hold a piece of time itself, a fragment of human courage, and an eternal symbol of rebirth. It is not merely currency. It is a legacy, a story, and a work of art, reminding the world that liberty, like seeds in the wind, always finds a way to grow. It is a coin that tells a story of destruction and revival, despair and hope, pain and triumph, and it continues to speak to all who listen carefully enough. In essence, this coin is alive. It carries history, art, emotion, and the eternal ideals of liberty. If you feel the power of this story, like, share, and subscribe to Égalité, where every coin has a voice, every design has a soul, and every collection brings history to life.